Hello, it's Entertainment World Soldier here again, and I am back to talk about. I don't know, I just read this crazy thing on the internet, or actually, I heard about it from a YouTuber, Geeks and Gamers, about now the media and the shills are saying that the fact The Force Awakens made a $2 billion is a bad thing. And what kind of an idiot are you if you believe that? I mean, seriously, it made 2 billion. That's a bad thing. No, it's not. The reason you're saying that is because that's the goal Star Wars movies should be at. But every Star Wars movie since then has been losing money. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Rogue One didn't make as much money, but it was still a good film. Yes, but come on, it's not the main film. It's a spin-off movie. It's not going to make as much as a main Star Wars movie. So that doesn't count. But the fact that Last Jedi made less than The Force Awakens, and the fact that Rise of Skywalker is barely going to clear 1 billion, that's proof, man, that Star Wars has been destroyed. And the shields and the media just don't understand it. Because to them, it's just Star Wars. It's just about space wizards. People, nerds like us, should just accept it. Sod us. All we want is your money. We don't need your respect, and we don't want your respect. And you don't respect us either. That's why you're, you know, telling your shields to go out there and blame us for the fact we're not seeing your movie. Well, fuck you, Disney. Okay, just fuck you. And fuck the shields. Okay? We didn't go to this movie multiple times because it was bad. Just accept it. Just accept the fact that you made bad films. And most of us, we were willing to accept a bad film if you just accept it and come out and say, you know what, Star Wars fans, you're right. We made a bad film. Maybe we can do better next time. But you didn't do that, Disney. You didn't do that, Kathleen Kennedy. No, you went out there and told us we were racist and sexist because we didn't like a fucking movie. That, by the way, I kind of think even the actors actors and actresses are gonna come out and say was a bad movie. They're just waiting for their time. And we all know that. Even Disney know that. That's why they're trying to give Daisy Ridley, John Boyega spin-off series so they can shut them up. Give them money, give them series that will keep them quiet so Disney can repair Star Wars. Well, they're not fucking accepting it, are they? I mean, John Boyega came out and said, you're not Disney Plusing me. And I think John Boyega is going to be speaking a lot about Star Wars right now. He's just waiting for his contract to be up, and then he's going to be talking absolute truth in the next couple of months. And I can't wait for that. Because the Shields have been pushing this narrative that no real fan of Star Wars hates Star Wars. And it's just stupid because it's not Star Wars. We hate this new stuff because it's crap. Again, I look forward to Daisy Ridley's, character. I looked forward to the first female-led Star Wars. But it was crap. What do you want me to do? Just accept it? No. Because if I just accept it, then that's what you're going to make every character. Well, actually, you have made every character a bloody Rey. And how's that working for you, Hollywood? It's not working for you. That's why you're pissed at us. Because we're not buying it anymore. We're not accepting it anymore. There's been so many flops this year. You had flipping Terminator Dark Fate, and you had that stupid fucking Charlie's Angels woman massive film. They failed because they told men to fuck off and that we were the problem in the world. And I'm just going to say this to them people. Fuck you, because both sexes have problems, It's not just men that do bad things. Women do bad things too. That's why the races are basically the same, because we have as much problems as each other. And that's good that we have problems. It would be boring if we were all bloody perfect like Rey is. And that's why nobody really likes a character. I'm not going to say there aren't people out there who love Rey, because obviously there are stupid people in this world. And if you like Rey, that's my opinion. It's stupid. Her character's stupid. But fair enough. You know, I believe in freedom. You have the right to like whatever you do. But I don't like her. She's a terrible character. She has no fucking flaws. They tried to put a few flaws in this Rise of Skywalker movie to make her more human. And let me just tell you, didn't work, Disney. Didn't work, JJ. You just ruined a character that could have been big. Rey, I mean, being honest, there's going to be a bunch of people that could say you're insane, but she could have been bigger than Luke. She could have been. But you disrespected Luke. If you had made Rey Luke's apprentice, you're giving us something amazing. A teacher that we all respect. And if we respect him, we're obviously going to respect the fucking person he's training. But they didn't bother with that. No. Rey is perfect. Rey can do everything. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it just pisses me off. That now we are getting to, now that it's pretty much a fact that this Star Wars movie is barely going to be making $1 billion. And the shills are still on this crusade to say Star Wars is not in trouble. It really just pisses me off, because Disney, you have a finite amount of time now to sort this out. You don't have 40 years to fix it. You are not George Lucas, and they can't afford to not do any more Star Wars films. They can't, because they have spent more than $4 billion on this Star Wars project. And now people are going to say, well, they've made their money back. No, they haven't. They bought Star Wars for $4 billion. But they've also built a park that was $2 billion. They've also had to spend money on the fucking films. And apparently The Rise of Skywalker might have cost $1 billion. So if you add all that up, they ain't made shit. So to all the shills trying to say they've made their money back, they ain't made shit back. They're losing money. The Disney park is apparently failing. I mean, what the hell do you want? You made a fucking Star Wars park that had no Star Wars in it. And someone else is going to say, well, it had new Star Wars. Well, real Star Wars fans don't consider that real Star Wars anymore. I mean, there was a time that could have happened, but that's all gone. And I did watch The Mandalorian, and it's an okay show. I do think some people have been a little bit too hard on it, because they're thinking, well, I'll go into a video about that, but I think The Mandalorian was a good show, but it does need a bit more action, and it does need a lot more time into it. But I'm just trying to get through to some people that are, you know, on the sidelines and trying to say, I like Star Wars, but I can see it's in trouble. Because there are people like that out there. You know, they like this Star Wars, but they can accept that most people don't. You know, they're not shills that think if you don't like this, you're a racist, you're a sexist. Because I can't wait for John Boyega to come out and say he doesn't like the Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi, and for them to call him a racist, because that would be hilarious. I mean, this has pretty much damaged Daisy Ridley's career. I mean, this was supposed to launch her career. I bet she was thinking that, but now she's thinking of retiring. Now, if this movie franchise was doing so well, why the fuck is she considering retiring? You know, she's only 30-something, right? You know, she's got a fucking good couple of years left. Like, why would you quit? Oh, that's why, because you know no one's going to be, you know, quick to hire you after the fuck up of Star Wars. And that's just a fact. You know, people are going to say you're sexist for saying that. No, that's just a fact. Okay? They just saw her last franchise just dissolve into anarchy. You don't hire many people from that. John Baker will be fine because he, you know, he does other things. He's not going to be, you know, completely protected from this, but I think he'll be more protected than Daisy, because he's had a few films outside of Star Wars. Daisy hasn't really. She's had the Orient Express, but that's not really massive. That's not going to get you, you know, known everywhere around the world. It's just a fact there, man. Okay? I know a lot of people say, well, you can't really say it's a fact because you don't know. It's like, okay, it's my opinion. Fine. But listen, I want it. Daisy Ridley is not a bad actress. She's not. She's good. But the problem is, I feel that she's more good on television than she is in film. If she had better writing, I would change my mind. But she didn't. She had Ryan Bloody Johnson screwing her out of any chance of a career, just so we can say all women are fantastic. And that's it, man. Like nobody's gonna, warm to her because there's nothing to warm to. She's as fucking relatable as a match of fire to some water. It's just not possible. Okay, she's just not. That was a terrible thing to say. There you go. I don't know. It's just stupid. But I'm just gonna say that, listen, this Star Wars franchise is in real danger of becoming just completely irrelevant. And they've lost a generation, but they can try and win it back. But they need to make a great film, and they need to stop thinking that Star Wars needs to be SJW, because it's never needed to be. It was fine the way it was, and more people are seeing that now. And I hope that the fact that this movie is barely going to make $1 billion, because I'm going to keep saying that till the shills can hear it. It's going to barely make $1 billion. It may make $1 billion, but making $1 billion right now doesn't really matter, because most Disney films make $1 billion. Most films make $1 billion. So that's not a goal anymore. The goal now is $2 billion. And this film should be at that level, because it's the end of the Skywalker saga, which I didn't think we needed to know, but fair enough. But it's not. So the shills out there, keep shilling for Disney. Look how it worked out for Collider. I mean, they're apparently completely screwed because they stayed so close to Disney and Disney didn't help them. And their channel's pretty much dissolving into nothing. They've gotten rid of thousands of channels, or whatever they did. But they're losing thousands of jobs. They've got rid of channels. I mean, what the hell? I mean, that's just... But that's what happens when you shill. Most people don't want to hear they're racist and sexist for not liking a movie. And that's just fact. Because we're not racist and sexist. We're just not into this SJW bullshit that Kathleen Kennedy's been trying to shove down our throats. And I hope that, people wake up and start, doing this to other franchises like Star Trek. I think they are doing it now, but I want to see more of it. And Doctor Who's already getting us pounding. Only 4 million people watched Star Wars last on Boxing Day. And that's just there. So what the hell do you want me to do? It's just fact now that it wasn't Boxing Day, it was New Year's Day. Whenever. But yeah, most people don't give a shit about Doctor Who anymore because it's just so terrible. Most people are just dipping out of these franchises now because they just don't feel welcome. And the people that these idiots are trying to get don't give a shit. So to all these companies, but mainly Disney, wake the fuck up. Fucking make Star Wars movies great again. And fucking stop attacking your fans. Because the fans are going to be buying your shit. They're going to be buying the tickets multiple times. They're going to be buying the toys, the posters, everything. It just doesn't make sense to attack the audience that are going to spend the most. And Disney seems to be on this stupid, crusade to try and win the normal people, not the Star Wars fan. The normal person is going to buy this ticket once and might buy a toy or a game. A Star Wars fan is going to buy a ticket 3 times if it's a fantastic Star Wars movie. He's going to buy every toy. He's going to buy every comic. He's going to buy everything he can. Disney, one Star Wars fan is equal to 20 normal fans. And that's just fact, you fucking idiots. That fan is better. And I'm not trying to gatekeep, but that's just fucking fact. But we are going to find out in the next couple of weeks where Star Wars, is going to end up. Because I do think we're going to start hearing about, more upcoming movies. And we might hear about a certain person retiring. I hope we hear about Kathleen retiring. But I don't know. It's just you can't fire a woman these days, and that's just fact. You know, she's the biggest woman in Hollywood. If Disney fire her, it's gonna look bad. But Disney, you're gonna lose more money if you keep her. And there you go. Just replace her with a woman, and just do that. Get someone better. But yeah, I also can't wait to hear from all the actors because they are not happy. Daisy Ridley's not happy. John Boyega is not happy. And when they are done from Star Wars and are not coming back for a series, so Disney can control them, they're going to be saying everything that was wrong with the Star Wars trilogy that Disney made, and Disney are going to be apologizing for years to come. And I think it's going to be a very good year for Star Wars because there's going to be major changes. I'm hoping for major changes. But I'm just the shills, man, are getting to me. It's just stupid idiots. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna do my video later on Mandalorian because that was a good show. I'm gonna leave it there. Again, if you like the video, give it a like. If you don't like it, please give it a dislike. I don't mind. And if you do want to comment below, I will get back to you to say if you have any problems. Cool. Tell me if I'm still not good at this. Because I don't think I am. I'm just speaking from emotion. You shouldn't really speak from emotion. But there you go. But yeah, if you have any problems, comment below. And I will see you later. This is Entertainment World Soldier saying goodbye.